More country people, Regina Daniels' Kingsmen don't blow out for panel Nwoko as they want to return back a bride price to him. Our Kingsmen said they can no longer keep quiet, fold their hands and watch Paned continue to humiliate their daughter, Regina Daniels. But according to the report, guys, Paned has refused to collect back his bride price. Paned said the marriage now by fire by force will say Regina Daniels must return back to his house whether she likes it or not. Say and he must take her to rehabilitation center. Wahala no come too much like this. This one na the very first time in history wey be say a woman is being subjected to remain in a marriage that she has said she's no longer interested. I mean, it's marriage by force. Even according to the Igbo tradition, once a woman said that she's done with her marriage, nobody has the right to hold her ransom and say she must remain in the marriage. So in fact, it is not a small something. This paned, we not just understand the kind power tussle when they display with Regina Daniels, a girl that is old enough to be his granddaughter. As they do all this gra up and down, story full basket remain country people. The community where it comes from, that Ogboko community, according to the gist guys, them say that Ogboko community no be panel Nwoko paternal home o. They said that Ogboko community say na im maternal home. Say allegedly panel Nwoko no know who im papa be. Say im be bastard allegedly according to the gist. So guys, because of this issue on ground, as we all know that the marital brouhaha between Paned and Regina is becoming messier by the day. So the founder of Dynamic Women Charity Initiative, Favour Awele Obi, on behalf of the Ogwashuku community Kingsmen, has written an open letter to Paned Nwoko. She wrote, "With due respect to your office and person, I must express deep disappointment over your recent actions concerning our sister and her family. As a people, we the Ogwashuku community value peace, fairness and respect for our cultural traditions. Marriage by our custom is never by force." Exactly. When disputes arise between husband and wife, our tradition requires that such matters be taken before the kinsmen for resolution. Furthermore, if the woman decides not to continue in the marriage, custom demands that her family returns the bride price. In this case, the family has made every effort to do so, but you have allegedly refused to accept it. Traditionally, when a man declines to collect the bride price, it is within the community's right to deposit it at a recognized location. In this instance, Ikeleke Quarter in Ogwashuku, this act formally concludes the marital obligations. However, the reported arrest and intimidation of the woman's family is unacceptable, oppressive, and an affront to both our people and our long-standing traditions. The Ogwashuku community is known for peace, not fear, and we cannot stand by while our customs and dignity are trampled upon. Therefore, we respectfully but firmly demand that you take corrective action within 48 hours by 1. Acknowledging and accepting the return of the bride price or permitting it to be deposited at Ikeleke Quarter, Ogwashuku, and 2. Ensuring the immediate release and safety of all family members involved, while halting any further harassment. We remain open to an amicable and lawful resolution through our kinsmen and traditional council. However, continued disregard for due process will leave us with no option but to seek redress through appropriate traditional and legal channels. Our people have endured enough insults and intimidation. It is time to retrace your steps and restore peace and respect to all parties involved. Respectfully, Favour Awele Obi, founder, Dynamic Women Charity Initiative. This is commendable. Very good. Nice one from Madam Favour Awele Obi. Because the intimidation from Paned is becoming too much. The injustice and oppression from him is very glaring. Haba, he no be God now. So guys, what this later entails is that since he has refused to collect back his bride price from Regina Daniels' family, the Ogwashuku community kinsmen will have to take the bride price to Ikeleke quarter. In other words, their emphasis is that if Paned Nwoko insists on not collecting the bride price from Regina Daniels' family, say there is a quarter called Ikeleke where they will go and drop the bride price for him, and that will be the end of his marriage to Regina Daniels. Say because he has no right to hold the girl captive since she has declared that she's no longer interested in the marriage. So guys, let's watch and see how it plays out. Make we know whether when the kinsmen of Ogwashuku community take the bride price to Ikeleke quarter, whether Paned go forcefully drag Regina Daniels back to his house. Let's see how it plays out, because I don't really understand the kind power thoughts wey be say a man of 65 years will be displaying with a girl old enough to be his granddaughter. Marriage can never be by force. Yes, if the girl says she no want to again, there is no way you can force her back to your house. So a lot of people don't tell Paned Nwoko say make it jejely and respectfully collect back the bride price he paid on Regina Daniels. Say marriage no be by force. Say except say maybe in get ulterior motive of wanting to take Regina Daniels to that rehabilitation center. Say be like saying get plan to inject the girl with something so that our enemy go gaga. So according to the gist on the media space, according to what some people said, they said that Regina Daniels is not the first wife that Paned Nwoko is accusing of taking Ghana. That there's one of his wives, I think either the third or the fourth wife, when she cried out some years ago that she was done with her marriage to Paned Nwoko. Them say Paned Nwoko refused to let her go. So he accused the lady of taking Ghana. At the end of the day, he forcefully take the lady to a rehabilitation center. And so this lady come turn to zombie. Last, court deprived her of having access to her children on the ground that she is not mentally stable. So they say it is a pattern with Paned Nwoko. So a lot of people don't commend Madam Favour Awele Obi for teaming up with Regina Daniels' kinsmen from the Ogwashuku community to write this open letter to Paned Nwoko. So netizens say make Paned take back his bride price jejely and respectfully.